I look to the side of him and Al Roker appears. And he's like giving the weather. Hi, my name is Sydnee Washington, and this is the story of the first and the last time I did shrooms. It was like a hot summer day. I'm in this room with my roommate at the time. TV is super boring, right? It was just like regular reality TV. And we're like, man, we gotta find something to do. He's like, hey, I have mushrooms. And I've never done mushrooms before. And I'm like, I don't know, should I really be interested in this? But I've done cat tranquilizer before, so it's fine. He gives me the mushrooms, and he's like, don't take a lot, just take a little since this is your first time. But I'm a G, like I'm a grown woman. I'm like, no, don't give me the kids menu. Give me the adult size mushrooms that I'm supposed to be taking. He's like, okay. So the mushrooms are inside of me, and I'm talking to my roommate, and my roommate is always late with the rent. And for some reason, I was like, let's talk about this right now. Let's get it out in the open. He's like, listen, I'm always late with the rent because I'm low-key unemployed. So most of the times I'm giving you whatever I can. And like something in my heart was like, damn, he's really doing bad. Like, why am I giving him such a hard time? And then all of a sudden, I look to the side of him and the walls look like they're melting. And Al Roker appears. And he's like giving the weather. And I was like, is Al Roker the weatherman? I thought he talked about news and current events. But so I'm tripping at Al, and then all of a sudden I give him a high five because I'm like, he's Al Roker. He's like legendary. I have to respect because he's been a friend of the family for years. That's not true, but I just felt like that when I was on mushrooms. So this huge fan that's got lint all over it is spinning, and the walls are melting, and I look into the fan, and the fan turns into some kind of monster, some like big mouth monster with like weird dog ears and no eyes. And I'm freaking out because I was like, the fan needs eyes, and I'm telling my roommate that. I'm like, the fan doesn't have eyes, and I'm really upset. It's really scaring me. And so then he takes his hand and touches the fan and puts 2 eyes on the fan. So I'm going nuts because I was like, wait, where did he get those eyes from? You can't pay the rent, but you have money for eyes? So I look at the fan, and something in the fan reminds me of my ex, because my ex is just spewing out dust and has dog ears, so I'm getting into it. My roommate is looking at me like, oh, she's tripping. Because he's done mushrooms before, so he's laughing. He's not making a big deal of it. But I'm like in another world. And then I look at the TV. The TV is still on. The TV looks like it has a big hole in it. And I'm like, I just bought that TV. Where did this hole come from? So then my roommate is all into this trip. So he's like, oh, so let's call it a place. Let's call Best Buy. So I'm freaked out. I'm tripping on mushrooms. I call Best Buy up. I'm like, Best Buy, I have a hole in my TV. I just bought it. I don't have the receipt, but I'm bringing it now. So I unplug the TV. I'm like, we're going to Best Buy. And then he's like, all right, you're tripping? No, like you're for real tripping, and we're not going anywhere. You have to stay in the room. So he closes the door and locks the door. And I'm like, oh my God, my roommate is keeping me hostage, and it's hot. Like I'm like I have makeup on. My eyebrows are melting off of my face. My hair is falling out. My face is falling off. My ex-boyfriend is telling me that my feet smell. It's just a lot going on with these mushrooms. And I was like, cat tranquilizer has never done this to me. Like I'm just sticking to K. That's it. So I go in my closet. I'm in my closet that's a mess. I didn't put nothing on a hanger. Like the hangers, my clothes are on the hangers, but halfway on. So then I'm looking at the hanger, and the hanger turns into a liger. I don't know if is that a real thing? But at the time I was like, that's a liger. That's a tiger and a lying liar. Is that a liger? A lying tiger, that's what it is. So my clothes are halfway on the hanger, and it starts caressing me. And I was like, oh, I feel safe here. This is where I need to be. So I just stay in the closet, and I lock myself in the closet for a good hour and a half. And I come out of the closet, and he's like, are you good? I was like, I don't know. But somehow he starts talking to me about how he doesn't have money. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I understand you don't have to pay me rent for a whole month. So somehow I get out of mushrooms and I'm in the hole, like $800, because I have to keep my word. He doesn't have to pay rent. I'm freaked out. I've been in the closet for an hour and a half and I'm still hot. So that was the first and last time I've ever done mushrooms.
Tales from the